paws were heard clanking across the pavement of the alleyway that limited across the city of Brockton. The clang came to a sudden end of the Bruce's mountain dog, soon hid from her pleasures, losing track of them quite fast. The dog came across something valuable and then that ticked off the wrong group of dogs. She had to go somewhere, but she didn't have anybody in the city to trust nor look for. Come on, Mika. You can do that. The large female dog had the lips of the accompanied by her voice. Soon realizing that someone could know her just by her lips alone made her rethink of use of the talking. As the coast was soon to be clear, the bruised mountain dog soon made her way to the alleyway past of a familiar hotel and was soon about to have another problem. As Mavis and her group scurried their way away from the hotel into the safety, that scene still kept replaying in Chase's head, sending him into a deep trace-like state. That was until Mavis snapped him out of it. Hey, you still with us? Yeah, I'm still with you. Now she noticed the pup's shaky manner, the black hussy smile upon this. Aside from trembling like a little girl. Nashi, just quit that, alright? Quit what? I was just giving him a promise of what he did before you rudely interrupted me. The husky walked up to Chase and placed his paw on his shoulder. You proved me wrong, Isaac. Not a lot of dogs can do that. Hey, we can, hurry this up and head back to the den. Yeah, let's go. Slowly but surely, the group tracked on, nearly reaching the same street that the den was located at. As the group headed on the alleyway as a shortcut, they stopped, soon noticing a large British mountain dog scouring the trash cans for anything at that point. Mika didn't utter a single word. Upon the encounter, she raised one of her paws, significantly the other to stay back, as she frequently checked her surroundings. Hey, just relax. We're not going to hurt you. We just need to get past. Can you manage that? What is your name? Mika nodded as she was still insisted on trusting them. For as long as Mika in Brockton, she never seen Mavis or one of her group before. At least, not to her knowledge. She took the gamble and rolled with it, putting her trust into Mavis. Mika. My name is Mika. It's good to meet you, Mika. Are you hungry? Yeah, I haven't eaten in days. You can come with us. Get some food and be on your way. If you like, you can stay and rest for the night. Mavis, are you sure about this? Isaac only made it in because Avery knew him. But this dog... Just leave her. She can handle herself. Just look at her. She's scared. She can help us. So, are you going to take the offer? We got to get moving. Not seeming any of choices, Mika took the offer, and she really couldn't refuse it. Maybe these dogs could help her with her problem that she's been having. Yeah, I like that. As the group moved on, Mavis realized that they were closer to the den than they thought. The retriever stopped the group, and she had a call in a favor to Avery. Hold on. I'm going to give Avery a call. See if we can get Mika inside. No problem. Do you think Saxton's gonna cause another problem?
Most definitely. Talk to me. Hey Avery, it's Mavis. We ran into another dog on our way back. You were. I was wondering if I could bring her inside. Get her some food and rest. She was scared when we found her. Mavis, sweetheart, I can't keep doing you favors like this. I gotta. I get that you're a good-hearted dog, but you can't keep bringing in new dogs in. It could lead to some trouble. I got that, Avery. She's just, she just need a night to rest up, and she'll be on her way.
Chase and the others listened to the commotion, well, except for Levy, who wouldn't care less. The conversation was like a child begging for a new toy and promising to be good, but it's obviously different here, and the strikes are well higher than that. Chase couldn't help but feel bad for Mavis, and for Mika, if she deny access. All right, only for a night though.
Thanks, Avery. But we're not too far away. But we're not too far anyway. Alright, let's hurry up then. We got a lot to talk about when you and the others came back.
Avery soon ended the call, and the retriever and the group carried on. As the vehicles followed the long freeway, the pups each looked and awed at the big city, seeing multiple eye sources, billboards, and factories. Sure, it looked good, the sky point of view, but the pups are soon going to find out that it's anything but. The first group that arrived at one of the safe houses was Rocky and Sky, as they were told. Their objective was to check out the Eden Plaza for any signs of Chase or anyone who knew of his whereabouts. The two were guided by one of the agents, who would then lead them inside the house, giving them the guide on where they were going to rest and such. Alright, that's everything you need to know. Just remember, you two, it's only going to be you and the others out there, and if you run into anything you can't handle, and your cover is blown, you come back.
Noted. You two are going to keep this place occupied while we're out there, right?
Yeah, we'll keep it supplied as long as we have to until this whole thing is done and dusted.
Alright, let's go, Sky, and see if we can cover some grounds and get something on Chase.
As a duo made their way through the small neighborhood, Rocky presses pup tag, calling Ryder. Alright, Ryder, we made it. We're going to check the plaza in a bit, just to have to ask around where it is. Be careful not to draw too much attention, you two. I think these rich, snobby dogs aren't going to give us a second look.
Sky? Sure, but do you remember last time you took a bath? Point taken. Take the lead on this, Sky.
Alright, keep your cameras on when you get to the plaza. And brief us whenever you find them. By then, just remember that you and the others are in a foreign territory, so watch yourself. Got it. We'll keep in touch. The duo walk along the sidewalk of the neighborhood, noticing the other dogs, giving them a strange look, mainly at Rocky, even going as far as snickering and whimpering to each other about the two. The mix lowered his ears as the snobby dog continued to berate him underneath their breath. But he had half a mind to realize that it wasn't as important. They had the plaza to head to. You got anything you wanted to say? You better start thinking and saying it out loud now.
Nice job. Who knew who could be so threatened?
Rocky smiled back. He was happy that Sky was starting to go back to her old optimistic self again, but at the same time, he didn't want to mess things up and make her go back to be quiet, depressed pup that laid around. We're looking for Chase. The last thing I want to deal with is getting teased at a bunch of annoying snobby pops who think they're far superior than us.
You got the point. We should ask around though. Get a good layout of this place and know where the plaza is.
A corgi was stopped by a cockapoo, raising her eyebrow at the avatar pup.
Hi there, do you know where the Eden Plaza is?
My word, a cockapoo. We haven't seen your kind around here. It's so nice to see such a Who's that?
He's my friend. We're trying to find Eden Plaza.
You're friends with that mutt? Ha! How can even... Enough!
Where is the Eden Plaza located?
The corgi raised her paw in a surrounding manner, hoping that not cause any more problems with the Sky, and as Rocky looked on, snickering the situation. Yeah, I recommend telling her right now. She's not in a good mood. The plaza is at the Alta Street. You can't miss it. Lousy ruffians.
Come on, Rocky.
Who knew you could be so much imitating? Rocky laughed as the two trekked on. Mavis and her group reached the dense entrance after the decent walk from the hotel. As they tried making their way inside, Saturn stopped them from entering. Mavis, who is this?
Let him pass, Saxton.
You're just going to let this random dog inside?
She's only staying for a night.
I'll see to it that she leaves the first thing in the morning. Fine. But Ajax and Alistair aren't going to like the new dog showing up all of a sudden. And you never know who could be rat or not.
You let me worry about Ajax and Alistair. Come on.
The group followed Avery, and as the other gave a nod to Saxton, with him nodding back. As the group walked to Avery's office, the Italian greyhound spoke up. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your pups, but for taking care of the deck gun for me. Hey, no one double crosses you and gets away with it. Damn right. Alright, come on in. The group entered and laid down on the ground due to the exhaustion from hit them like a truck after the job.
So I assume that you want to talk about was the McAllister situation, right?
Well, what else that could be? I don't know. Maybe someone stole your favorite chew toy or something. Alright, enough. What Decon says after he meet his deathmate is pretty interesting. The fucking McAllister brothers, they think they can just come here and take over everything that I work hard for. Well, fuck that shit. And what do you want to do?
You said you knew they were heading back at the rooftop. The docks. Yeah, those Irish fuckers usually reside over there. We've been around that area on some jobs but usually avoiding them to not stir up trouble. But now they want to start a problem. Try to take over things that I got going. Well, I'm not going to let that happen again. First, I want you guys to sweep around Den's area. Make sure none of those punks are scouting us out. We'll take care of it. Alright, after we take care of that, we must go after their shipments. Take them and burn them down. I don't care, just get it done for now and get some time off. Cops and animal control are going to be looking after you guys. The groups agreed to the orders as they left the office, with Chase being stopped and called out shortly afterwards. Well, wait outside, Isaac. What is it, Avery? Look, this whole McAllister situation is something that should be handled by them and them alone. You should stay out of it. What? No! This is my fight too. Look, kid. I'm not twisting you up in a bigger mess than you already are in. You got Ajax and Alistair to worry about. Sooner or later, they're going to come to you personally and ask you for your help. And when it does that happen, I won't have to say in it. Leave the McAllister problem to us, alright? Take a break, first of all, get some food, and take Mavis and that other dog with you. Don't worry. Once this thing is over, Ajax and McAllister will be next. I promise. Now here, enough ration cards to last you and the others for the couple week. Nice job, Avery. Chase closed the door to Avery's office as Mavis tried a question on him. Hey, everything alright in there? Yeah, Avery told me to let loose for a bit. Going to go grab a bite. And you two want to come along? Sure thing. Come on, Mika. You must be starving. I know a good place. Hold up there. Oh, put that in my scalpel. Chase placed the card into her satchel and trio kept moving. The trio entered a neon lighted restaurant. It looked like a small bar, but even with dogs serving as bartenders, taking care of some customers by the counter. The three head towards it and hopped up the stools, listening to the music that engulfed the small restaurant. Chase looked around and see other dogs enjoying their time, but it doesn't matter how it looked. The place was still littered with dangerous dogs. Lowest of the low had to keep his guard up all the time. Shortly after, one of the bartenders approached the trio, eyeing them as he got closer. Hey, two ladies. You must be lucky, hombre. It's nothing like that, Dixon. Relax, Hernia. I'm just fucking with you. I've heard about the run-in with Decon. Is it true that you tossed him off a building like that? Hey, I didn't. My pal Isaac right here did, along with Nashi. Reminding me not to mess with you. Dixon chuckled. So what will it be? You know, me, a juicy steak, For me, with what to do want. What do you two want?
I'll just take a cable. A cable? You got all these choices, and you want cable? What? You some house pup or something, hombre?
Hey, cut it out. Dixon's just give him a cable. What do you want, Miko? What do you want, Mika?
I'll just have a cable too. Jeez. Dixon.
Jeez, Dixon, you go through all this trouble?
And these house pups just want a cable? Dixon said to himself as he grabbed a bowl and scooped up some cable from the bag and placed it down in front of the chase and handed it to Mika. Here you go. At least one of you is a meat lover. At least one of you is a meat lover. Dixon and Sue scooped up the last bowl of cable and handed it to Chase, reaching to Mavis' gaucho to pay him. That's not necessary. Taking care of Declan is payment enough for me. That Pedro scheme out of playing a couple of times while he was here. He got what he deserved. You enjoy that. The trio was quiet for the most part, enjoying their food as they listened to the music that was playing.
You like the cable? I take that as a yes. So, Mika, why were you so nervous when we met? Do you think we're going to hurt you?
Yeah, I had a run-in with some other dogs. Word of advice, don't travel Brockington at night. It's the worst place to be. Thanks, both of you, for helping me.
No problem. At least we can do. Shay, we're going to have to cut this short. We should be heading back to Avery's in a bit.
Yeah. I agree on that. After quite some traversing the snow-filled neighborhood, Rocky and Sky finally made it to the plaza. Seeing civilians going in and out and looking for them, it was an animal-friendly. After you. The two gazed upon this wonderful plaza, with Rocky turning on his camera shortly after, as did Sky. Alright, let's look around to see what we can find.
Got it. Be back here in an hour.
Call me if you find something. Rocky passed the bustling plaza, seeing various shops that mostly ranged from clothing to jewelry. He also noticed that some shops had dogs as assistants in them. It was interesting to see that it wasn't just him and the rest of the Paw Patrol that could help but others. The first store that he stopped was by the clothing store, and the mix entered the store. He had stopped with a fresh bulldog. Welcome to Vito's, dear pup. How can I assist you today? Oh, not here to shop, but you can assist me with something. I'm looking for a German Shepherd. Well, sir, you gotta be a lot more specific than that. Lots of German Shepherds pass by this place, but most of them are ruffians. Have no respect for anything. Not just any shepherd, this shepherd. No, I didn't recognize him. Apologies. I'm sure you'll find him eventually. I hope so.
Nope, nothing. Going to ask around. I'll keep you updated.
Alright. The cockapoo entered what would look like to be a jeweler's store, being greeted by a Pluto shortly after entry.
Welcome to the Hernitias. Would you like to see our engraved collars? No. I'm here to ask you some couple of questions. Okay, ask away. Have you seen this German Shepherd recently? Quite a handsome shepherd? No, I haven't seen him. Okay. Anything unusual happened around this area? Something that feels unusual to the rich lifestyle that you're all accustomed to? Now that I think about it, I have heard some rumors about the dogs in the Remington family doing some unjustified actions. Can you tell me more about the unjustified actions? Well, I keep my snout out of stuff like this, but however, there was a dog around here who started spreading out some rumors. What is his name and breed? His name is Emerson. He's a German Shepherd, just like the one in the photo. But you should ask him about the rumors. Maybe he'll tell you more about it. He usually hangs around the food court. Okay, thank you for your assistance. Rocky, I got the lead. A good one. Meet me in the food court.
Got it. Where is the food court?
I guess I had to go ask around, I guess.
After some time passed, the duo meet back up at the food court with Rocky calling to Ryder. Let him know that they got the lead. Ryder, it's Rocky. We gotta lead on to something. We'll keep in touch.
A German Shepherd. Same as Chase. The poodle said they had to be here. Keep your eyes peeled.
Alright, let's grab a seat. We don't want to raise some sort of suspicions. As the two scan the food court, Sky spotted a German Shepherd talking to a group of other dogs, more than likely spreading more rumors.
I think that's our dog. It fits a profile I got. Come on. Hey, can I ask you some questions? A few questions.
Did you just... doll face? How can I help?
We heard from a little pup that you've been spilling rumors about some dogs about the Romania family. Is that true?
Listen, hon. I state nothing but facts, but like how your friend here is a cute one. The shepherd winked at Rocky, who snuffled to his side a bit. Anyways, the Remington family is a group of rich dogs, snobby like the rest of us, but one of them is trying to start something on his side. I seen it myself. Up nearing the Romanian state, the son of a family, Harper, likes to take some of his family's belongings, such as the collars and whatnot, and hands of them over to some dogs, while his dad tries running to some politicians. I don't know who the dog is, but I do know is when they meet up. In about an hour from now, you have a chance at finding him. He's pretty easy to spot. Look around for a spoiled Terra with an occasional snatchel he'll be carrying. Why do you want to find him anyway?
To find the shepherd. Maybe Harper is connected to something. He doesn't know about it or not, but regardless, it's our best shot at finding him.
Huh. I can't say I know this pup, but good luck with Harper, though. He's a slippery one.
Ryder is Sky. We got a lead on a dog. Someone named Harper from the Remington family. You think you can get some more info on them? Where their estate is?
Yep, hang on a second. Got it. Harper is the son of a Remedix Remington. They came from the true breed of the Terrors. That they are into politics. At least the parents were. Anyways, they reside at the Remington estate located not too far from the plaza. Make a right from the plaza and keep following the street until you see the signs that advertise it. You can't miss it. What's the lead you have on the son anyways? Apparently he's been trying to cut himself in on some side business. We'll get more from him when we find him. Alright, be careful out there. And Ryder was right. It didn't take long for the duo to make it an estate. The two look at the amazing mansion. They decided to stay a mile in the area as they kept an eye out for the terrier. So, the shepherd said to look around for the terrier and with a statue. I'm going to assume that the shepherd was liking to you. You probably could have squeezed him for more information. I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Besides, he's not my type. Let me guess. The chill out suffer Labrador is your type. Rocky sighed at the question. Sky was right after all, but that didn't matter since they have to focus on fighting Chase. After some time, the mix patted Sky as point at what he spotted not too far from them. It was Harper, who at least it had to be. The description fit and he was carrying a satchel. The two slowly followed the Terror, occasionally hidden into whatever they could have hid in to not be spotted. After some time trailing the Terror, he got a notion that he was being followed and started running from the two, who began chasing after shortly after. Harper, stop running! Rocky saw a turn coming up and had an idea. I'll cut him off at the turn. Just stay on him. Got it. Rocky cut through the alley of the house and eventually tackled the dog on the ground. Quit your squirming. Who are you? I don't know you. Who are you planning to give these to? Fuck you, bitch. I'm not telling you two a damn thing on what I'm doing. Rocky made a dog face him after that insult to his friend. That's all. That's all they have. That's what they all say. Just before the screaming starts. I recommend you show my friends some respect. Look, if I'll tell you, you're going to let me go, right? Yeah, we all want to know, who are you going to give this stuff to? The dog was part of some crew that runs their operation at the docks. The crew is called the McAllister Brothers or something like that. The docks? The docks? We're going to have to tell them as soon as we can. Get out of here. Ryder, it's Sky. We got the name for you and the agents to look into. Alright, what is it? The McAllister Brothers.